Hello students, welcome to the zoology class. Today I am going to explain you about the process of extinction. ఈ రోజు మనము విలుప్తత అనే అంశం గురించి మనం తెలుసుకుందాం. Dear students, the earth was formed from the sun about 4.5 billion years ago. The earth was formed from the sun and due to the hitting of some object from the space, some object from the space hit the sun, so that sun gave rise to 9 pieces. Those 9 pieces, they developed into 9 planets. Among the 9 planets, the earth is one among them. The temperature of earth was very high during its formation. It was about up to 6,000 degrees centigrade. During that time, the earth was abundant of hydrogen. Earth was abundant of hydrogen, methane, and nitrogen. There was no free oxygen. Free oxygen was not there. Water was not there. Only what were there? There were methane, hydrogen, nitrogen like gases were there. What happened later is slowly the earth become cool. When the earth become cool, the free oxygen, the oxygen which was not free or which was in the form of molecules or complexes, it came out. Okay, when the oxygen is came out, the hydrogen reacted with the oxygen to form water. Okay, the important chemical of this earth, that is water. Water is also known as elixir of the life. Elixir of life. Like that, water was developed. How water was developed? Water was developed by the fusion of hydrogen and oxygen. Like that, when the water is developed, the temperature was so high so that the water get evaporated. When the water get evaporated, it led to the formation of clouds. When clouds are developed, after some time, due to cooling effect, they started precipitation. Precipitation occurred, rainfall or snowfall, like that. Precipitation was resulted. When there is precipitation, that rainwater, it flowed in the form of streams or in the form of rivers. All these rivers met into the big chambers known as oceans. Okay, like that, oceans were developed. Like that, first water was developed, water get evaporated, that led to the formation of clouds, cloud condensed and they precipitated. That precipitation created the formation of streams, rivers, later the ocean. Like that, the ocean is developed. Ocean is also known as the mother of life. Okay, and in the same manner, simultaneously, the chemicals, the simple chemicals which are present in the atmosphere, or simple gases which are present in the atmosphere, fuse together by taking the energy of the lightnings which is coming from the lightnings. Clouds, we heard that just now, we heard that what is it, clouds were there. So from that clouds, some lightning is resulted. That energy, the energy from that lightning was utilized by these chemicals and they fused together to form some other molecules, some other complex molecules. Like that, complex molecules developed later. Like that, life is originated from non-living things only. This is called abiogenesis. Okay, so finally, which is proved, abiogenesis was proved. Coming to the origin of life, the life was originated from abiotic elements, not from biotic elements. are not from special creation. Like that, life was developed. Life was started like that. How the life was started? Different chemicals they fuse it together to form macromolecules. These macromolecules they get rushed into the water, the ocean, in the form of small droplets. Those droplets are called conservates. These conservates are small droplets and containing macromolecules, and these conservates later developed into what? The first organism called cyanobacteria, which is a prokaryotic, organism. Like that, life was originated on this earth from non-living things about 4.1 billion years ago. What is the age of Earth? The age of the Earth is 4.5 billion years. What is the age of life? 4.1 billion years. So, like that, life is formed at about 4.1 billion years ago. The life was originated in ocean, so that ocean is called mother of life. Okay, ocean is known as what? Mother of life, because the life was originated in ocean. The first life was originated in ocean, so that the ocean is called mother of life. Like that, the life was originated about 4.1 billion years ago. Like that, whenever this life was originated, this life changed or evolved into many other forms. The first formed life, that is blue-green algae or cyanobacteria, now evolved into many other organisms like eukaryotic organisms, protozoans, many other animals, many other plants, like that. So this primitive prokaryotic blue-green algae later developed into what? Many eukaryotic or multicellular organisms like plants and animals. Okay, like that, many and many organisms were developed on this earth. But most of the organisms are not present now. The organisms which are originated on this earth, among them, most of the organisms are not present now. What happened to these organisms? What happened to these organisms? These organisms became extinct. Not died. They become extinct. Extinct means complete removal of the species. Complete removal of a species from this earth is known as what? Extinction. So that is extinction. ఈ విధంగా భూమిపైన జీవులు పూర్తిగా తొలగించబడడాన్నే మనము విలుప్తత అని పిలుస్తాం. సో వాట్ ఈస్ ఎక్స్టింక్షన్? Extinction is a process by which the life or organisms of the earth are removed completely from this earth. Okay, so that is called extinction. So today we are going to discuss about the process of extinction. What are different causes? Okay, like that. So different types of extinction we are going to discuss now. Okay, so what is the topic? Today's topic is what? Extinction. Extinction. తెలుగులో విలుప్తత అని పిలుస్తాం. What is extinction? Just now we learned this. What is extinction? The complete removal of a species from the earth is called what? Extinction. The complete removal of a species. Complete removal. Okay, completely it is removed. No other organism is remain here. Okay, it is the complete removal of a species from the earth is called what? Extinction. Okay, example, what are the animals which are extincted on this earth? You know that, most of you know that dinosaurs were there. Dinosaurs are not there, not now. Dinosaurs are not present now. They were there. When they were there, they were there on the earth in Mesozoic, during Mesozoic era, like that. This is a familiar word. Dinosaurs are familiar animals, which you know, most of us know dinosaurs. These dinosaurs were there. These were very terrible lizards, large sized, even building size, building very big sized lizards, very dangerous, very terrible animals. Okay, they were dominant during Mesozoic era. So that Mesozoic era is called golden age of reptiles or golden age of dinosaurs. Okay, like that. Another bird. The dodo is a bird. Dodo. What is dodo? Dodo is a bird. It was present in Mauritius. You know, Mauritius is an island country. There, dodo, one bird was there. That bird is not on this earth now. That bird was removed from this earth completely due to extinction. Okay, so these are the examples of extinction. Few examples of the animals which became extinct. Okay, so what is once again, what is the extinction? Extinction is the complete removal of a species from this earth is called extinction. Okay, the complete removal of a species. What type of removal? Complete removal. Complete removal of a species from the earth is called extinction. Example, dinosaurs and dodo bird. Okay, ఏదైనా ఒక జాతి ఈ భూమిపై నుండి పూర్తిగా తొలగించబడడాన్ని, ఏదైనా ఒక జాతి ఈ భూమిపై నుండి, ఎక్కడ నుండి? భూమిపై నుండి పూర్తిగా, భూగోళంపై నుండి లేదా భూమిపై నుండి పూర్తిగా తొలగించబడడాన్నే మనము విలుప్తత అని పిలుస్తాం. ఓకే, ఏదైనా ఒక జాతి ఈ భూమిపై నుండి పూర్తిగా తొలగించబడడాన్ని మనము విలుప్తత అని చెప్తాం. ఓకే, ఎగ్జాంపుల్, డైనోసార్లు, రాక్షస బలులు అంటాం డైనోసార్లు, అదేవిధంగా డోడో అనే పక్షి. ఓకే, మరి విలుప్తత అంటే భూమి మీద లేకుండా పోవడం, విలుప్తత అంటే భూమి మీద లేకుండా పోవడం. మరి భూమి మీద ఎందుకు లేకుండా పోయినాయో మనం ఒకసారి తెలుసుకుందాం. వాట్ ఆర్ డిఫరెంట్ కాజెస్ ఆఫ్ ఎక్స్టింక్షన్? Causes of extinction. Let us discuss about the causes of extinction. విలుప్తతకు గల కారణాల గురించి మనం ఇప్పుడు తెలుసుకుందాము. సో there are lot of causes are there for extinction. Different theories also there proposed by different scientists. First of all, first cause is explosion. Okay, explosion means some explosion occurred on this earth, where the explosion, విస్ఫోటనము అనేది ఎక్కడ జరిగింది? The explosion was there on this earth, so that whenever there is that explosion, the organisms or animals or plants which are living on this earth became extinct. Okay, this is called explosion theory. Explosion theory says what? According to the explosion theory, there was some explosion, very big explosion was there, on this earth, so that led to the extinction of many species present on this earth. Okay, this theory was postulated by Charles B. Officer. Okay, who proposed this theory? Charles B. Officer. According to Charles B. Officer, there was a big explosion on this earth. Okay, భూమి పైన ఒక పెద్ద విస్ఫోటనం జరిగింది. ఇతని ప్రకారం భూమి పైన పెద్ద విస్ఫోటనం జరగడం వల్ల లేదా పేలుడు లేదా విస్ఫోటనం జరగడం వల్ల ఇది భూమి పైన ఉండే జీవులన్నీ కూడా అంతరించిపోయినాయని చెప్పారు ఎవరు? చార్లెస్ బి ఆఫీసర్. ఓకే, లైక్ దట్. దిస్ ఈజ్ అబౌట్ ఎక్స్ప్లోజన్ థియరీ. Another theory is collision theory. The second cause is what? Collision. What is collision? Collision of some other material. So collision of some other object from space. Some other object from the space come to the earth, and it has collided with the earth, so that the fauna and flora of the earth get smashed. Okay, like that. ఏమని చెప్తుంది ఈ సిద్ధాంతము? అభిఘాత సిద్ధాంతం. అభిఘాతం అంటే ఢీకొనడం. అభిఘాతం అంటే ఏంటి? ఢీకొనడం. ఏది ఢీకొన్నది? విశ్వాంతరాలం నుండి ఒక పెద్ద ఏదో ఒక నిర్మాణము, ఉల్కలు కానీ, తోకచుక్కలు కానీ, గ్రహశకలాలు కానీ ఏవైనా కావచ్చు. విశ్వాంతరాలం నుండి పెద్ద పెద్ద బాడీస్, పెద్ద పెద్ద ఏది నిర్మాణాలు వచ్చి భూమిని ఢీకొన్నప్పుడు, అప్పుడు ఆ భూమిపై గల ఆ జంతువులన్నీ కూడా అంతరించిపోయినాయని చెప్పే సిద్ధాంతమే అభిఘాత సిద్ధాంతం. సో లైక్ దట్ collision theory says what? Collision of the material. The extinction was due to the collision of the some other material from space. Okay, space నుండి లేదా విశ్వం నుండి ఇది ఏదో ఒక ఉల్క కానీ, తోకచుక్క కానీ, some comet or whatever, asteroid, it may be asteroid or it may be a comet, like that. Any object come with a high speed and it has collided the earth, so that it caused the extinction of the species present on this earth. This is collision theory. Okay, due to collision of asteroids or meteoroids or like that. So asteroids or meteoroids with the earth, the life was extincted, so that this is called collision theory. Okay, this theory was proposed by Luis and Walter Alvarez. Who proposed this? Luis and Walter Alvarez. Okay, the third cause. Let us see about the third cause. The third cause of extinction is instability. Instability among the populations. Where instability was there in small population. Okay, which population is most stable? Bigger populations are generally, we know that bigger populations are stable than smaller populations, isn't it? Smaller populations are not stable. చిన్న జనాభాలు అస్థిరతను కలిగి ఉంటాయి, స్థిరత్వాన్ని కలిగి ఉండవు. అవి ఎప్పుడు అంతరిస్తాయో తెలియదు. ఎందుకంటే వాటి జాతుల సంఖ్య, అందులో ఉండే జీవుల సంఖ్య తక్కువ కాబట్టి తొందరగా అంతరించిపోయే ప్రమాదం ఉంది. ఓకే, లైక్ దట్. సో instability generally occurs where instability generally occurs in smaller populations, but larger populations are more stable. Larger populations are more stable than the smaller populations, so that instability is a common, very common in among what smaller populations. Okay, so this is the third cause expected by the scientists. What is that? Instability of populations. Okay, especially smaller populations. So చిన్న జనాభాలలో అస్థిరత వల్ల ఇది విలుప్తత జరిగింది అని కూడా శాస్త్రవేత్తలు నమ్ముతున్నారు. ఓకే, that is the fourth cause. The fourth cause of extinction. The fourth cause of extinction is competition. Competition. This competition was observed by Darwin also. Darwin says there is a competition. There is a lot of competition among the animals, and the animals also has to fight with the environmental factors, isn't it? Like that. Darwin said about competition. How many competitions were there? Are there according to Darwin? There are 3 types of competitions are there. Intraspecific competitions, interspecific competitions, and competition with the physical environment. Okay, this was observed by the Charles Darwin. Okay, this competition was observed by the Charles Darwin, who is known as father of evolution. Okay, so any organism, a plant or animal, has to face a lot of competition. it has to face lot of competition. It has to face competition from its members of the same species, or it has to compete with the members of the other species, or it has to compete with the physical environment, like that. So that Darwin classified the competition into three types: intra-specific competition, interspecific competition, and competition with the environmental factors or environment or physical environment. Okay, like that. What is intra-specific competition? Intra-specific competition means the competition among the members of the same species. Competition among the members of the same species. For example, all the dogs belong to one species. The competition between two dogs is called intra-specific competition. Here, the intra-specific competition is for food and also for mating. Okay, intra-specific. జాత్యంతర సంఘర్షణ. జాత్యంతర సంఘర్షణ అంటే ఏంటి? ఒక జాతిలో ఉండే జీవుల మధ్య గల పోరాటాన్ని మనం పోటీనే జాత్యంతర పోటీ లేదా జాత్యంతర సంఘర్షణ అని పిలుస్తాము. మరి జాత్యంతర సంఘర్షణ ఎందుకోసం జరుగుతుంది? జాత్యంతర సంఘర్షణ ముఖ్యంగా ఆహారము మరియు ప్రత్యుత్పత్తి కొరకు కూడా జరుగుతుంది. ఓకే, సెకండ్ టైప్ ఆఫ్ కాంపిటీషన్ ఈస్ ఇంట్రా-స్పెసిఫిక్ competition. Intra means different species. That is, the competition between the members of different belonging to different species is called what? Intra-specific competition. Vijati Sangarshana. Okay, this competition, for example, the competition between a fox, a jackal. Fox and jackal are there in the forest. Fox is there, jackal is there. Both of them, they are carnivores. They fight for food, isn't it? Food habits are same. The food habits of these two animals is same, so that they compete for their food. Okay, like that, the competition between a fox and a jackal is the example for inter-specific competition. Okay, Vijati Sangarshana. విజాతి సంఘర్షణ అంటే ఏంది? రెండు విభిన్న జాతులకు చెందిన జీవుల మధ్య గల సంఘర్షణని మనము విజాతి సంఘర్షణ అని పిలుస్తాము. ఉదాహరణ, నక్క మరియు తోడేలు మధ్య గల పోటీ. నక్క మరియు తోడేలు రెండు కూడా మాంసాహారులు. ఈ రెండు కూడా ఆహారం కోసం ఒకదానితో ఒకటి పోటీ పడతాయి. ఓకే, లైక్ దట్ దిస్ ఈస్ వాట్ ఇంటర్-స్పెసిఫిక్ కాంపిటీషన్. Another competition is also there. All the organisms, they have to face the environmental hazards. They have to face different environmental calamities, natural calamities like floods, fire, volcanoes, whatever it may be. Like that, this is called the fight with or competition. That is competition with physical environment. Like that. So what is there? By the birth itself, any organism has to face many obstacles, or it has to compete with other organisms, or it has to compete with the members of the same species, or it has to compete with the members of the other species, and it also has to compete with the other climatic conditions. Like that, there is a lot of competition is there, so that so this competition becomes the major factor for the extinction of the species. Okay, so like that, competition also one of the major factor for major cause for extinction. Okay, coming to this example for competition, that the extinction due to competition is dinosaurs and early mammals. The competition there was a competition. Early mammals developed from what? Early mammals developed from dinosaurs. So these mammals developed from dinosaurs only, but they have given a great competition. The early mammals have given a great competition to the dinosaurs, so that dinosaurs became extinct. See that. Dinosaurs gave rise to mammals, but these mammals only caused the extinction of dinosaurs. So like that, that is competition. Like that, due to competition, so what happened? Dinosaurs were extinct. So this is about competition. Another cause of extinction is diseases. Okay, sometimes some diseases, very pandemic disease may occur. Pandemic disease may occur on this earth, like viral diseases, bacterial diseases, many other diseases are there. The disease become the pandemic, they spread throughout the earth, like that they cause the extinction of organisms. Okay, so diseases also become one of the major cause of extinction. Okay, like that వ్యాధులు కూడా కొన్నిసార్లు భయంకరమైన వ్యాధులు వ్యాపిస్తుంటాయి. వైరస్ వ్యాధులు కానీ బ్యాక్టీరియా వ్యాధులు కానీ అవి చాలా వేగంగా వ్యాపించే అంటువ్యాధులు కావచ్చు, ఇతర వ్యాధులు కావచ్చు. కాబట్టి ఆ వ్యాధుల వల్ల జీవులు అంతరించిపోతాయి ఒక్కోసారి. మరి వ్యాధులు రావడం వల్ల కూడా చనిపోయినాయి, అంతరించిపోయినాయి. ఎగ్జాంపుల్ ఈ మీసోజాయిక్ రెప్టైల్స్. What are Mesozoic reptiles? The reptiles which were lived during what Mesozoic era are called Mesozoic reptiles. Okay, Mesozoic యుగంలో నివసించినటువంటి సరీసృపాలనే మనము మీసోజాయిక్ ఇది సరీసృపాలని పిలుస్తాము. మరి మీసోజాయిక్ యుగంలో ప్రధానంగా ఏ సరీసృపాలు నివసించాయి? ప్రధానంగా డైనోసార్స్ నివసించాయి. So dinosaurs not present now. Dinosaurs become extinct, so that they were during Mesozoic era, so that they are also called Mesozoic reptiles. Mesozoic reptiles అంటే కూడా అవే మళ్ళీ. Mesozoic reptiles అంటే ఏంటి? డైనోసార్లే Mesozoic reptiles. ఓకే, ఇతర కొన్ని రెప్టైల్స్, డైనోసార్స్ తో పాటుగా ఇతర కొన్ని రెప్టైల్స్ కూడా ఇక్కడ ఉంటాయి. కానీ ప్రధానమైన రెప్టైల్స్ మాత్రం, the important reptiles survived during what Mesozoic era dinosaurs only. So diseases, so dinosaurs అంతరించడానికి డిసీజెస్ కూడా కారణం, కాంపిటీషనే కాదు డిసీజెస్ కూడా కారణం అని కూడా శాస్త్రవేత్తలు నమ్ముతారు. డిసీజెస్ అంటే వ్యాధులు. ఓకే, స్టాసిజెనసిస్. స్టాసిజెనసిస్. వాట్ ఈస్ స్టాసిజెనసిస్? స్టాసిజెనసిస్ అంటే ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ స్పీషియేషన్లో, in the previous classes we have discussed about speciation. Speciation may be of two types. Speciation is of two types. They are anagenesis and cladogenesis. What is speciation? Development of one species into another species or two or more species. Okay, here if one species develops into another species, if one species gives only one new species, then it is called anagenesis. Okay, what is anagenesis? One species gives rise to only one new species, then it is called anagenesis. If one species gives rise to more than one species, it is called cladogenesis. Okay, clado means branch. Branch means many species. If one species gives rise to only one species, it is called anagenesis. If one species gives rise to more than one species, it is called cladogenesis. Here, stasigenesis. What is given here? Stasigenesis. What is stasigenesis? Stasigenesis. Stasi means slow. Static means slow. What is stasigenesis? Here, the speciation is very slow. Speciation is very slow, so that it is called stasigenesis. Okay, if the speciation is very slow, if the speciation or the new changes are not occurring in that animal is called as living fossil. If the animal is not changing since long time, it is called living fossil. Living fossil. It is a fossil, but it is living one. It is not extinct one. It is present now. But like a fossil, it exhibits the what are the characters of ancient animals. Okay, so why living fossils are developed here? Living fossils are developed here due to stasyogenesis only. What is stasyogenesis? The speciation, if the speciation is very slow, then it is called stasyogenesis. Stasyogenesis leads to the formation of living fossils. Let us take some examples of living fossils. Example, one fish is there, Latimeria, I think you know, Latimeria. Latimeria is a fish which is known as living fossil because it has most of the characters are ancestral characters. Okay, advanced characters are few in this animal. So that what type of characters it has now? It has ancestral characters only. But those ancestral characters are not suitable to the present present environment or present climatic conditions. They are not suitable. So that now they are endangered because they are not suitable for this type of environment. They are not changed. They have not changed since long years, many years. So that they are called living fossils. So living fossils are due to the stasyogenesis only. So that, for example, a lot of living fossils are there. For example, Peripatus is a living fossil. Connecting link is there. Connecting link between Annelida and Arthropoda. And Neopelana galathea is there between Annelida and Mollusca. And Prototherians are there, egg-laying mammals. They are also living fossils. And Latimeria is there. It is a living fossil fish. And dipnoi fishes are there. Like that, many living fossils are there. So these living fossils are in a danger. They are endangered species. So stasyogenesis leads to the formation of living fossils. Living fossils are very close to extinction. Okay. ఆ విధంగా స్టాసిజెనిసిస్ అంటే జీవ పరిణామము లేదా జాతుల ఉత్పత్తి చాలా నెమ్మదిగా జరగడం వల్ల సజీవ శిలాజాలు అనేవి ఏర్పడుతున్నాయి. సజీవ శిలాజాలు అవి తొందరగా అంతరించిపోయే ప్రమాదం ఉంది. ఎందుకంటే సజీవ శిలాజాలు అనేక సంవత్సరాల పాటుగా అవి ఎటువంటి మార్పు చెందకుండా అదే విధంగా ఉన్నాయి కాబట్టి అవి ఒకప్పటి పూర్వీక లక్షణాలను మాత్రమే కలిగి ఉన్నాయి. ప్రస్తుత వాతావరణానికి ఆ లక్షణాలు సరిపోవు. కాబట్టి ఈ సజీవ శిలాజాలు అని ఏవైతే చెప్తున్నామో ఈ సజీవ శిలాజాలు తొందరగా అంతరించిపోయే ప్రమాదం ఉంది. ఓకే, అనదర్ కాజ్ ఫర్ ఎక్స్టింక్షన్ ఈజ్ హంటింగ్. ఓకే, ఇది మానవ తప్పిదం. ఇది హంటింగ్ ఈజ్ అనదర్ కాజ్. దిస్ ఈజ్ మ్యాన్ మేడ్ ఎక్స్టింక్షన్. Hunting is what? Hunting causes extinction. Hunting of animals causes extinction. Vetadam. Hunting causes the extinction of animals, and so that it is a man-made one. Okay, because throughout the world, many people they hunt the animals for their food purpose or some other materials for the purpose of some other materials. For example, elephant is hunted for its tusk. Elephant is hunted for its tusk. Rhinoceros is hunted for its horn. Tiger is hunted for its skin, like that. So, to get flesh or some other specific materials, the people used to hunt the animals. So, hunting also one of the major cause of extinction. Example, the best example for extinction due to hunting is dodo. Dodo, what is dodo? Dodo is a bird. Dodo is a bird which was present in Mauritius. మారిషస్ దేశంలో డోడో అనే పక్షి ఉండేది, కానీ అది అంతరించిపోయింది. అది అంతరించిపోవడానికి ఏకైక కారణము వేటాడడమే. దానిని వేటాడడమే అది అంతరించిపోవడానికి కారణం. సో హంటింగ్ ఓన్లీ ద కాజ్. హంటింగ్ ఈజ్ ఓన్లీ ద కాజ్ ఫర్ ద ఎక్స్టింక్షన్ ఆఫ్ డోడో ఇన్ మారిషస్. ఆ విధంగా కేవలం వేటాడడం వల్లనే ఈ పక్షి అంతరించింది. ఓకే, ఇది డోడో అనే పక్షి. ఓకే, అనదర్ కాజ్ ఫర్ ఎక్స్టింక్షన్ ఈజ్ క్లైమేట్ చేంజ్, వాతావరణ మార్పులు. ఓకే, వాతావరణ మార్పులు కూడా క్లైమేట్లో చాలా చేంజెస్ వస్తున్నాయి. నవేడేస్ లాట్ ఆఫ్ చేంజెస్ ఆర్ కమింగ్ ఇన్ అవర్ క్లైమేట్, లైక్ ఎల్నినో, లానినో. ఎల్నినో means heating of earth surface, లానినో cooling of earth surface. ఎల్నినో causes drought, లానినో causes floods, like that. So both are not favorable. Okay, not required. So like that, climate is undergoing many changes. Like that, the climate change also causes some extinction. For example, హార్స్ వాజ్ ఎక్స్టింక్టెడ్. హార్స్, గుర్రము, యుఎస్ఏ, అమెరికాలో గుర్రము అంతరించడం అనేది కూడా అమెరికా దేశంలో, యునైటెడ్ స్టేట్స్ ఆఫ్ అమెరికా దేశంలో గుర్రం అంతరించడం అనేది కూడా వాతావరణ మార్పుకు ఉదాహరణ. దీనివల్ల కేవలం వాతావరణ మార్పుల వల్లనే అమెరికాలో గుర్రము అంతరించిపోయింది. ఓకే, ఓన్లీ టు ద క్లైమేట్ చేంజ్ ఓన్లీ the horse became extinct in USA. Okay. Another cause of extinction is habitat destruction, habitat loss. Okay, also called fragmentation. What the people are doing now? We are doing deforestation. Deforestation means what? Cutting off, felling off trees. We are felling the trees, isn't it? We are felling the trees uncontrolled in an uncontrolled manner. We are felling the trees in an uncontrolled manner. Like that, that is causing what? Destruction of habitats of different animals. For example, the tiger lives in core zone of the forest. పులి ఎక్కడ నివసిస్తుంది? అడవి మధ్య భాగంలో నివసిస్తుంది. మరి ఎప్పుడైతే whenever we are damaging the forest, or whenever we are destructing the forest, what happens is the buffer zone is get destructed, so that we are entering up to the core zone, so that the tigers they have no habitat to live, so that now they are becoming what? Endangered species. Okay, so that habitat destruction also causes what? Also causes extinction. Okay. Best example for this one is extinction due to habitat destruction is golden toad. Golden toad అనే ఇది గోధుర కప్ప. గోల్డెన్ టోడ్ అనే గోధుర కప్ప అంతరించిపోవడానికి కారణము కేవలము ఆవాసాల నిర్మూలన మాత్రమే. Due to habitat destruction only the golden toad was extinct. Okay, ఈ విధంగా ఆవాసాలు నిర్మూలించడం వల్ల కూడా జీవులు అంతరించిపోతాయి. అనోక్సియా అంటే absence of oxygen. What is anoxia? Absence of oxygen is called anoxia. Okay, absence of oxygen is called anoxia. Due to anoxia, there was a mass extinction which occurred during Ordovician period. What is mass extinction? Extinction of organisms in a mass. Extinction of many organisms at a time. Extinction of many organisms at a time is called what? Mass extinction. Till now, there were 5 mass extinctions were there. Okay. And soon we are going to face what? 6th mass extinction. Okay. What is mass extinction? Mass extinction is the extinction of group of animals. Many groups of animals at a time is called what? Mass extinction. Okay. The mass extinction which was occurred during Ordovician period. What is that? The mass extinction which was occurred during the Ordovician period is the best example of extinction due to anoxia. Okay. Extinction due to anoxia means what? Extinction due to absence of oxygen is called anoxia. Okay. Then another cause is invasive species. Invasive species are alien species. What are invasive species? Sometimes some species are introduced into the countries from other country, isn't it? For example, in India, lantana is a ornamental plant. Lantana is ornamental purposely, for ornamental purpose it was introduced in India, but now it is a big problem because it become a big weed. And another fish, Tilapia mozambica. Tilapia fish was introduced in India. What is that to for food purpose, but now it is the dominant fish in majority of reservoirs or lakes. It is because it is a voracious feeder. It is a voracious feeder and voracious breeder. Okay, so that voraciously it feeds and breeds at a faster rate, so that it has given a lot of competition to the local fishes, so that local fishes are getting affected. Local fishes are getting affected by this Tilapia mozambica. Okay, like that. So, like this invasive species like lantana plant and tilapia fish, these invasive species compete with the what is native species, and they can cause the extinction of the local species. Okay, example, Yunnan newt. Yunnan newt was there in China. This newt became extinct. This newt become extinct due to some other invasive or alien species. Okay, the best example for extinction due to invasive species is the extinction of Yunnan newt. Okay. Another cause of what is that extinction is pollution. అందరికి తెలుసు పొల్యూషన్ వల్ల కూడా జాతులు ఎఫెక్ట్ అవుతాయని. Like that, another cause of extinction is pollution. Example, due to pollution, what is unwanted presence of unwanted chemicals or air or water or soil is called pollution. So example for extinction due to pollution is extinction of butterflies. Extinction of butterflies. Most of the butterflies extinct due to the pollution only. Okay, చాలా వరకు సీతాకోక చిలుకలు ఈ కాలుష్యం వల్లనే అంతరించిపోయినాయి. ఓకే, కాలుష్యం వల్ల జీవులు అంతరించిపోవడానికి ఉత్తమమైన ఉదాహరణ సీతాకోక చిలుకలు. ఓకే, సో butterflies are the best example for the extinction due to pollution. Okay, so till now ఇప్పటి వరకు 318 ఎనిమల్స్ అంతరించిపోయినాయని భావిస్తున్నారు శాస్త్రవేత్తలు. ఓకే, then superstitions. Due to some superstitions, just now I told the elephant is hunted for its what is that teeth, then tusk it is called, and then rhinoceros is hunted for its what is that horn. Okay, people think that these parts are very important and they cause some health benefits. They think like that, and they are killing all these elephants and rhinoceroses. Okay, like that, these are the superstitions. Like that, due to superstitions, the people are killing these animals. Due to superstitions only, the people are killing elephant for its tusk. Due to superstitions only, the people are killing what is the rhinoceros for its horn. Due to superstitions only, the people are killing tigers for its skin. Like that, so these superstitions also play some role in the extinction of these organisms. Okay, so people are severely they are hunting elephants and rhinoceros so that they may become extinct in future. Okay, like that, in this class we have discussed about different causes of extinction. So what are the different causes of extinction? They are explosion, collision, instability, competition, diseases, stasis, hunting, climate change, habitat destruction, anoxia, invasive species or alien species, pollution, superstitions, like that. These are the different causes. These are the different causes for the extinction of species. Okay. So again, I have shown the same. So what are the different causes? Glaciation means formation of ice caps. Ice age was there on this earth. So that ice age also led to the extinction of some species. Glaciation, volcanoes also cause sometimes. Volcanoes also cause extinction of some species. Habitat destruction already we have discussed. Lack of evolvability of a species. Human overkill or hunting. Bolide impacts, climatic change, invasive species, sea level increases, anoxia, like that. So these are the different causes of speciation. Okay. చూడండి, this is the different percentages of different what is the causes of extinction. For example, highest goes to habitat destruction, 40%. 40% extinction will be or maybe due to what is that habitat alteration or habitat destruction. Okay, and 23% will be or in future it may occur commercial due to commercial hunting. 23% by commercial hunting. Competition between species, between aliens, among the alien species and native species, 16%. Pest control, pesticides, 7%. Hunted for food, 6%. Captured to serve as pets, 5%. Killed because of superstitions, 2%. Pollution, 1%. Like that. So these are the different level percentages of different causes of what is that extinction. Like that. The major cause is what? Habitat alteration or habitat destruction. And next goes to commercial hunting. Next goes to competition between the species. Like that. These are the different causes and their percentage of percentage for extinction role as for extinction. So different causes already we have discussed. Let us discuss about what is the role of extinction. Extinction. So what happened when world species is extinct? One species extincts. If one species extincts, new species develops. So that is one of the use of this extinction. If one species goes, new species comes. So like that, but not favorable, not recommended, or not. But we have to think like that. What is that? Origin of new species. So extinction is causes what? Origin of new species. For example, origin of mammals was occurred immediately after the extinction of cynodont reptiles. Cynodont reptiles అంతరించిన తర్వాత వెంటనే mammals ఏర్పడాయి. అవి ఉంటే ఇవి ఏర్పడేవి కావు. If cynodonts were there, if cynodont reptiles were there, mammals were not there, will not be there. Like that. So extinction of one species may lead to the formation of another new species. Okay, this is one role, not benefit, it is role. And determination of geological time scale. We can determine the geological time scale by seeing their skeletons or their what is that fossils. For example, dinosaurs were the reptiles of Mesozoic era. This was what determined by seeing their what is that fossils. Like that, we can determine what geological time scale. and they support the evolution because most of the extinct animals are available in the form of what fossils, so that the fossils can be used to to support the evolution. They are called paleontological evidences or fossil evolutions. Okay, the fossils like that. So there are three roles are there of extinction. One of the role is if extinction occurs, if one species become extinct, one new species will develop. That is one thing. And due to extinction only, we can determine by seeing extinct animals, we can determine what geological time scale. And extinct animals are fossils. They support what evolution. Okay, so this is the role of extinction in evolution. Okay, so with this, I am concluding this lesson.